to respect his glory. Ride on out, profess his name. Jesus Christ, that's who we claim. He's my savior, know the Messiah. Walk with him.
What up, what up, what up? This your boy, Crisscross 304, checking in. And you're listening to The Community. Another great night of sports. Again, we've been discussing all week the NBA conference semifinals and the NBA playoffs as a whole. But last night, two games went down. You had the Bucks versus the Celtics in Game 5, and the Rockets versus the Warriors as well in Game 5. So let's talk a little bit about how those matchups played out. One series is done, and then we'll get into a little bit of Tyronn Lue in the third segment. But here in the first segment, we're going to talk about the Celtics and the Bucks. In Game 1, the Celtics defeated the Bucks on the road, and it looked like the Bucks could be in some serious trouble, as the Celtics weren't playing, if you will. They were ready to go. The Bucks had a little bit of rest coming into the series. Many thought they would win Game 1, but they didn't. Then there was all types of speculation as though the Bucks could be in serious trouble, but they weren't. They went on to win the next 4 games. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, went off in each of those 4 games. Didn't have a great game last night. Wasn't leading in the scoring category or points for most of the game, but came on late. He had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Nearly a triple-double. But the bigger key to this story, why the Bucks won last night, and they did so, they won 116-91. And the point spread just got worse as this series went on. But when you look at other players who were contributing factors, you also had Middleton with 19 points, Bledsoe with 18, George Hill with 16, Ilyasova with 10, and Brogdon also with 10, and Mirotic with 10. So you can count that for yourself. 7 players in double digits. And when you look at other teams like the Warriors, when this happens, they're going to win every time. Any team in the NBA that gets 7 guys in double digits, you get a good feeling that they're going to win that game. And the Bucks proved that last night. So the Bucks win the series 4-1. You saw all types of excitement from Milwaukee's crowd, as they have not been to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001. That's 18 years since reaching the conference finals. And they look ready to make a run now to go to the NBA Finals. 1 series left to go. But you heard the Greek freak in the preview talking about 2 dangerous teams in front of them, whether it be the 76ers or the Raptors. Many believe the Raptors will move on, but it's not decided yet. There's a Game 6 in Philadelphia coming, and then a potential Game 7 in Toronto if Philadelphia can get the win at home with their backs against the wall. But Milwaukee will have some time off now, at least 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow. Of course, if Philadelphia goes down and Toronto wins, they'll play Game 1 in roughly 3 days. So the question now becomes, will Milwaukee advance to the NBA Finals? Can they get past either of those 2 teams? Well, guess what? Yes, they're 5-2 against those 2 teams during the season. So they can very easily get past either one of those teams. But again, it is the playoffs. Teams are stepping up. And if the Raptors win, you got to deal with Kawhi Leonard. That's much more dangerous for the Milwaukee Bucks than anything the Philadelphia 76ers can bring to the table. It seems as though the 76ers always come up with excuses. Now all of a sudden they're losing and Joel Embiid saying he's sick. But guess what? You get paid millions of dollars. This is the playoffs, and excuses aren't going to work. So again, it's yet to be determined who will take on the Milwaukee Bucks, but the bottom line is the Milwaukee Bucks are the first team in the Final Four in the NBA Conference Finals. And if you're not watching the playoffs, you might want to start watching, because things are getting very exciting. LeBron James not in the playoffs. That's a negative. But the positive is we're going to have a different team representing the East this year. And there's only 3 teams left. This is your boy Crisscross 304. You're listening to The Community. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you with segment 2, Rockets versus the Warriors. Stay tuned.
USA, Team Trump. USA, make it great again. USA, Team Trump. USA, make it great again. Election day is coming up. Who you like? I'm with Trump. Make a pick and don't be judged. It's for free, it don't cost ya. Don't believe me, come and see. Dropping knowledge so deadly. On the road, constantly. Going for broke, can't you see? Immigration lost control. Build a wall, that's for sure. Stop the madness, use the dope. Quit your crying, that's so old. You don't like it, gotta go. Throw them out in the cold.